is your deepest fear? What if I told you that the thing holding you back isn't failure, but the fear of your own greatness? Today, we're diving into the powerful message of Marianne Williamson's Our Deepest Fear and exploring why shining your light can feel so challenging and how you can take small steps to embrace your brilliance and share it with the world. I love the poem so much that I wrote it on a piece of paper, and it's always on my table to remind me. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. When I read about this, it was like, whoa, it is an eye-opening for me because for a very long time I thought I was just meant to stay in one corner and just be an ordinary. But this one opens my eyes. Have you ever found yourself holding back, dimming your light so others won't feel uncomfortable around you? Marianne Williamson wrote in her poem, Our Deepest Fear, your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. Well, this hits home for me because I've been there. I grew up in the Philippines working as a maid to support myself through college. There were moments where I doubted myself whether I was even capable of more. But deep down, I knew I had something to offer. What about you? What's one gift or talent you've been holding back on sharing with the world? Let's explore how you can start embracing your light step by step. Why do we fear shining our light? For many, it's the fear of judgment, the pressure of responsibility, or the vulnerability of standing out there. But there's another reason we often overlook. We fear our own greatness because it requires work, real consistent effort to harness it. Think about it. Being great doesn't just happen overnight. It takes self-reflection, it takes practice, and the willingness to grow. It means facing our weaknesses and learning from failures and constantly striving to do better. And let's be honest, sometimes it's easier to stay comfortable and small than to step up and do the hard work. But here's the truth. The work, though challenging, is worth it. It's the process that shapes us into the person we are meant to be. And here's the best part. You don't have to tackle everything at once. Harnessing our greatness starts with small, manageable steps. For me, it started with doing my best as a maid in the Philippines, treating every task as an opportunity to grow. Each moment of effort, no matter how small, was a step toward the person that I am today. What's one small action you can take this week to start embracing your own greatness? For example, if you're great at baking, make something special for a friend this week. Or if you're good at making jewelries, make an earring, bracelet, or necklace. If you're good in crochet, make a hat, a beanie, or mittens. It's a small act, but it's the act of sharing your light. Step 2. Build momentum. Once you've identified your gift, find ways to use it regularly. For me, after finishing college, I pursued a career as a medical technologist, and eventually, after working in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, I moved to the US. Each step felt small and slow, but together they built a life I never ever imagined possible for me. What about you? How can you use your gift more often to bring value to others? The key is consistency. Small, repeated actions build confidence and help your light shine brighter. Step 3. Take bold steps. When you're ready, step out of your comfort zone. For me, that bold step was leaving everything I knew in the Philippines and then working in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia and finally starting a new life in the United States. It was terrifying, but it allowed me to grow and share my story with others who feel like giving up. What is one bold step you can take this month to share your gift with a larger audience? Remember, big changes start with small actions. For example, a woman I know started knitting scarves for her family. Today, she runs a successful shop in Etsy, and she donates part of her income to charity. Her light started small, but now it's shining brightly for the world to see. Here's why it matters. When you shine your light, you inspire others to do the same. Marianne Williamson wrote, "As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same." Your light has the power to create a ripple effect of courage and positivity. So, how can you start today? Start small. Identify one strength and use it to help or bring joy to someone this week. Build a habit. Commit to sharing your light consistently, whether weekly or monthly. Take a bold step. Challenge yourself to share your gift with a larger audience this month. Here's a challenge for you. In the comments, share one thing you're going to do this week to start shining your light. Let's inspire each other. Shining your light isn't about being perfect or being better than anyone else. It's about being true to who you are and sharing your gifts to make the world a little brighter. Start small, grow steadily, and one day you will realize your light has illuminated the path for someone else. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who might need encouragement today. And don't forget to subscribe to Tribe with Raquel for more inspiration, motivation, and practical tips to help you live your best life. Together, let's create a world where everyone dares to shine. Please check out the description for the link for Marianne Williamson's work, like her book, A Return to Love, where the famous Our Deepest Fear poem was taken from. Also, her workbook, journal, and wall art if you'd like to get one for yourselves. Again, thank you so much for spending time with me.